I'm Amy Dunker at Clarke University. Welcome to Trumpet Quick Lessons. Hi, today we're going to look at Selected Studies number 13. The term at the top of the page, Allegro Grotesco, tells us it should be played quickly and grotesque, though I wouldn't take grotesque too seriously. The first thing I would do to practice this etude and also prepare your chromatic scale is simply to do 16th note patterns starting on each one of the notes of the chromatic scale. Something like so on and so forth. And if you get rapid at that, it'll show a lot of control of your 16th notes. On measure 9, that is the first place where it's not a chromatic scale, so you want to mark that. That's the second line down, last measure. All right, measure 28 is right before those two fermatas. One of the things you might want to do is to retardando into those fermatas to make a bigger ending, a more musical ending, which would have been consistent with the style at the time. So you do something like so on and so forth. Note the articulation changes. Sometimes you have patterns of 4 and sometimes you have patterns of 2 groupings. So be really careful with that. Measures 19 through 22, you have a grouping of 4. And then the next time you see this measures 11, 12, 11, 15, you have groupings that are different. So first of all, you have this crazy pattern that's so on and so forth. The first time you have it is in the 3rd line down. The next time, the next measure, you have that pattern, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th line down. It's 4 slurred instead of just 2. Okay. The tempo you choose cannot be faster than you play those measures. Those are the tricky measures. All right, so one of the most important things you can do is practice with the metronome. I slow it down, and I've got the magic metronome on my phone. And I slow it down and do it at half tempo. So let's say I've got it at 112. I would practice at the 8th note equals 112. Once I do everything perfectly, I would move it up from there. So that you've really gone through the fine-tooth comb and cleaned up all the little finger errors without, glossing over them. Measure 24. You've got some finger issues. You can use a 3 for 3rd valve for 1 and 2 if you need to get that moving. So when you're going back and forth, da 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 da, you can easily just use the 3rd valve. It's a little flat, but it works. The 1, 2, 3 measures just before the fermata. You can kick out the 3rd valve for those low notes that are going to be out of tune, the 1 and 2 and 1 and 3, and just leave it out. That solves that problem. All right, so place your breathing where you're going to breathe and mark those. And so go through clean articulation, crescendo, decrescendos, make it very musical, and there you go. You'll have a good etude.